What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the 2025 Jacksonville Open, presented by Par on Disc Golf, and brought to you by our boys at Ace Run Pro. My name is Braeden Sides.
And I'm here again, Ezra Robinson, ready to commentate the 2025 Jacksonville Open for you guys. How are y'all doing tonight?
Well, we hope that you're doing good. Shout out to our guys over at Infinite Discs for bringing this coverage to you. And we are here playing Four Palms at Ed Austin Park. We're playing a 24-hole layout, and we're down here in beautiful Jacksonville, Florida. The weather's nice, and we got some cool players lined up for you guys on this feature card, round number 1. Oh, nice transition there, Felix. That was good.
That was good. I give you a thumbs up. You got myself at a 1042. 1042. That was sick. Yep.
Defending
won it last year.
champ.
Yep. Defending champion. You got Corey Ellis, 1031. When he is on, he is on. We are on the same team, Team Discraft. He doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't miss much.
All right, and you got this guy.
Side-eye sides.
This is myself, Braeden Sides, Team Cast Plus, 1023 rated, and we're looking to do some good things out here. Rounding out this lead card, or feature card rather, Cole Redalen, Team DGA. Great
Solid player. You see him taking down the MVP Open this year. Super
right.
Cool. All right, right off the bat, we have hole 1, par 3, 377 feet. This one is ranked the 12th easiest on the course. So, 12th hardest. Either way, you want to hit the initial gap. You have a right side gap and then more of a straight shot gap. So pick your poison right off the bat, and hopefully you get up and down for a look at a putt. I'm going to Big Z Force. This has been in my bag for about a whole year now, and we get skinny with it.
So if you look at that gap right off the tee pad, it kind of just looks like two trees that are perfectly in line with one another.
You can't see that gap.
Somehow Ezra went right directly through it. So
yeah, I did.
Yeah, gets incredibly lucky. You can see us laughing there. Corey lining up this left side gap with his, I think it's a Big Z Athena.
I love that gap shape, that shot shape actually. It sails out a little bit at the end, giving him about edge of circle 1 look for birdie.
I am going this right side with my driver, and my main goal this round, or this shot, was to not hit one of the first trees because in the past I've been really good at just whacking them, so I wanted to make sure I didn't do that. And don't throw it great. I have probably about a 45-footer to start the day off, but not too bad. We're looking at birdie.
Cole's throwing a test flight or a first run Athena, and these are a lot more stable than you think, as that one hyzers out a little left, but it'll give him about a 55-footer.
Yeah, pretty long putt start the day.
Yeah, that's going to be par. About 50. Ooh, I knew it was high out of my hand, but if we're on line this early, we're chilling.
Yeah, you always do this little thing whenever the disc is high. You always kind of squat down.
I am always snacking.
All right, about a 45-footer here, and just do not give it the mustard to get to the basket. Corey here, right about circle's edge, and puts that one in the heart. Starting off with a birdie. It always feels good to start off this course with a birdie because I feel like this first 5-hole stretch is deceptively tricky. None of the holes seem all that challenging, but they're super easy to miss.
Yeah, I would say definitely the front 12 more than the back 12 has a lot of more challenge to it. More gaps to hit, I would think.
Yeah. So getting off to a hot start, I think definitely gives you an advantage. There's me tapping in my par here, and Ezra will do the same. And yeah. The one good thing about today, or not the one good thing, but one good thing about today is the weather is absolutely beautiful. The wind is down, so scoring conditions are ideal. As we move on to hole number 2, coming in at the 6th hardest hole of the day, par 3, 412 feet. Most players are going to be throwing between a mid-range and a fairway driver. You really just want to throw this one straight, and there's some late stuff that you have to navigate.
This one's kind of tricky.
It's hard to get close.
Yeah, it's hard to find the desired line on it. There's a couple, like you said, a couple different gaps you can take. Let's see what Corey's got. Do you know what he's throwing?
Yes, this is a Buzz SS. He said it's an old Z Buzz SS, I believe. And
well, he threw that pretty much
ideal.
as good as you can.
Yeah, you can either do that, kind of what Corey did, go left of the stuff at the end and just give yourself a putt, or you could try, and I think you're trying to kind of go right.
Yeah, I'm trying to go, yeah, exactly, right, flex back with a, that's a Z Onyx.
Yeah, and that'll yield you a closer result a lot of the time, but it is maybe a little bit more tricky to hit the line perfectly. I'm trying to emulate your line here with my K1 Lutes. And this is one that in practice I was kind of struggling with, so I was happy to throw it pretty well there.
Just that one branch kind of cost you from getting inside the circle.
Yeah, but still looking at another putt, which is good. Cole throwing an aftershock. And just early release.
That ain't what you want for Christmas right there.
Nope. Or
that is a miss. You don't want that at all.
Yeah. I don't think there's... Yeah,
you never want that. He will advance to the white G-pad for the drop zone for missing the Mando. Looking to just get up and down, save a bogey after that. That's really all he can do. And he will have a putt for that bogey in a second. So what are you sitting at, about a 45-footer?
Yeah, probably about 40 to 45-footer. And I'm just trying to make sure I give it the height this time.
So, I see you did. That's pretty good. That's a good way to start your round.
Yeah, I was pretty pleased with that one.
Yeah, look at that. That is determination. Hey, your mop top is flopping.
Yeah, it's time for a haircut. Cole gets that one in for the bogey. Still had a little bit of a tester, but made good there. And Corey and Ezra looking at relatively short putts for birdie. One thing to note, on a lot of these greens, either the green is pretty much surrounded by sand, so when if you miss, it's like it just kind of stays right where it is, or it's all this pine straw, and if you miss, I feel like the disc always just goes another like 10 feet further because it just slides. So
plan accordingly if you can.
Big Disc Golf doesn't want you to know about this. It's called the band system. That's B-A-N-D. Buy a new disc. Sure, you could spend hours practicing, but you've tried that and you're still back. And at discountdiscgolf.com, the prices are so low, you can band without breaking the bank.
Before B-A-N-D, I was just B-A-D. But now, I own more discs.
So what are you waiting for? Get on the bandwagon today at discountdiscgolf.com, because cheap discs are better. It's science.
All right, that brings us to hole 3, par 3. This is ranked the #1 hardest on the course. I can see why. A lot of trees to navigate, very tight fairway. Par 3, 375 feet. You got the path OB on the left, and then there's a fence OB on the right, but you shouldn't really be getting over the fence on the right. So just try to hit your line, get up there for a putt. If not, a par is not bad on this one.
Yeah, this one, pick your straightest disc and throw it through the gap. This one is
I think Corey's going the same Buzz SS.
The same exact disc. Throwing that hyzer flip.
Ooh, chow. That's just the kind of shot you dream about.
That was beautiful. And you're going about 5 speeds faster here.
Yeah.
That Onyx again, same thing as the last one? Okay.
Yeah. Gets through. Okay, I was wondering if I got through that junk.
Yeah, I thought that you were leaking it a little bit left.
Oh, definitely leaking left, but I also got through and then went into the more junk. Down past the said junk that I had not thrown into.
But you're looking at a putt. I'm going with a Lutz here again. This one is my K1 Hard Lutz, so it has a little bit more fade, and I need it as I...
Oh, you're the luckiest player on the earth.
You know, I squeak it by the late trees. But we're parked for a birdie. And Cole going with... I think this is an aftershock, but I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
And maybe just a little quick on the swing there. Kind of pulls it to the right.
Yeah, after letting it go early, you kind of overcorrected from hole 2. So I wonder if that's getting in his head, the release point a little bit. Gives it, I mean, that's, yeah, just a pitch up for par, honestly. Probably trying to run that from there.
Yeah, I think the height was good.
You can definitely make it from distance. I'm in the thick of it, and, you know, everybody knows you don't want to be in there.
That's true. But you have a lane.
Yeah, I do.
Oh, and you tickle a branch, but it still is good.
Yeah. Yep. Kind of redirects it back. I think it was going in either way. But, yeah, that was a fine one to start your day.
Cole cleaning up for par here. Corey. Starting off with a turkey. That is, I'm not sure that's what turkeys say, but that is
what turkeys say.
That
Perfect
is what
in time for Thanksgiving.
That's right.
Corey's got Thanksgiving on the mind.
Yeah, he does.
Gobble, gobble. Gobble. Always gotta say gobble, gobble, gobble 3 times. If you say gobble, gobble, it doesn't count. Gobble, gobble, gobble.
All right. On to hole number 4 here. Par 3, 403 feet. You have this cart path over to the left that is out of bounds. Not really going to come into play. You have lots of airspace, but as it gets closer to the pin, you have some trees to contend with. I think the 2 common plays are going to be a big turnover, or if you have a big sidearm, that works too, or the occasional roller I think works well here.
Yeah, and this one's fun because if you hit short, it's sand, but if you hit by the basket, it's pine straw. Mm-hmm. So it's like a mixture of what we were talking about earlier. Corey's going the same Buzz SS. Just a little too flipped. Hits the pine tree. It's going to be pretty good either way.
Yeah, probably the same distance he's going to be.
Circle maybe. I'm also going Buzz SS.
Dang, big mid-range guys on the 403-foot hole.
Yeah, so I saw Corey's and I try to hang mine out a little bit wider. Yeah, I'll take that every day.
Yeah, this one takes a lot of trust and a lot of knowledge on how your disc flies with the turnover. I'm throwing really flippy driver, trying to get this roller down, and
oh, you got it down all right.
I got it down.
It is still going.
I got it down on a little bit too much cut.
Perfect roller.
And I'm halfway to hole 8's basket now.
Wow.
And that's kind of how I feel about that one.
That's the only reaction you can have.
Yeah. I think Cole is also throwing roller. He learns from me not to lay it down on so much cut.
Maybe not throw a 13 speed.
Yeah. Yeah, that could help too.
There you go.
And he's right there by Ezra's. So I have to walk a mile down to my disc in the other fairway. But it does give me an opportunity to throw my favorite disc in my bag, the Berg X. I tried to dunk it.
Man, I thought you almost did.
It was kind of close.
Look at that. So handsome.
Corey staring down another birdie to make it 4 in a row.
Yeah, he's fixing to go to Wendy's for dinner. I do believe that. Get that 4 for 4. Do they still do that?
I don't know.
You don't know? You don't like Wendy's? You gotta go to Wendy's, man.
Cole looking at his first birdie of the round.
Yeah.
There we go.
Send
Get
him
him
home. Get him back down to even.
Get him on the board.
You know, with it being 24 holes, he's got 20 holes to make up ground. And, you know, this course, I think, is a fairly easier layout, easier course. I think it's easier this year than it was last year.
I agree. Some of the changes they made some of the old par 3s that were tough into kind of par 4s that are a little bit more soft. So you're going to have to really shoot hot, I think, to win this tournament this week.
Yeah.
And Corey is off to a great start with that. Hole number 5, par 3, 380. This one's just dead straight. I think one of my favorite shots to watch in disc golf. Pick your straightest disc. And this is another one where you really have to be mindful of the green because there's a lot of this pine straw. If you land at the basket, you know, on the left side of this basket, it's probably going to fly by 30 feet or so. So really trying to land this one short, let it slide up, and get yourself a close putt here on the 5th. Corey throwing the same disc for the 4th hole in a row.
And throwing about as perfect as he has the last 4 holes. Leaking a little bit. Yep. No, that's fine. That is fine.
Yeah, when you put as good as Corey does, that'll be just okay.
I'm throwing the buzz assess again, and I just let it go too far to the left. Catches that last tree, hit a little squirrel.
Shape looked perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, just didn't turn enough.
Cole throwing aftershock. And again, with the early release there, he's going to be in the woods. It might be a little challenging to get up and down from there. And I started this as left as I wanted to. I just never got it turning right, so I'm also going to be in the woods. But mine kicks pretty far left. I'm in a pretty tricky position here.
He's what you say he might be in a bind. Are you feeling way behind at this point?
No, not necessarily. I'm just feeling better now because I'm there.
Yeah. Yep.
Did you just make a reference to something dumb that I didn't know?
That's a Double Went Down to Georgia song.
Oh, well, that's not dumb. I just didn't know that.
And you call it dumb.
Cole, yeah, he's a little bit closer to the fairway. This will be a simple. Ooh, and I think he was trying to ring that one up.
Yeah. Him calling it for it to go in. I think I've seen him throw in a couple of those shots before. And that's my dad back there. To the left.
Mr. Mike, shout out Mr. Mike.
Big Roller Mike.
3 under today in the MP
40
division.
Sitting in solo 6th place. I was trying to, or tie for 6th. I was trying to give that a bid, and I did not.
Nice, good job.
Yep.
Corey, looking for 5 in a row. Feeling unstoppable.
Going for that $5 biggie bag. Yeah, and he got it. That's also from Wendy's.
All right, man. You need to change your diet.
Yeah. Anyways, good start for Corey. That's exactly what you want to get. If you can get these 5, the rest of the course falls pretty easy.
Yeah, I feel like that's probably the hardest stretch on the course.
It is. I think that first. Yeah.
I'm looking at a little bit of a tester there to clean up the par, but I make good. Very happy with that par after where I was off the tee.
It shows off your face, too. You're ecstatic.
Right.
Cole able to save par from there. It's way more challenging than it looks to save par from those woods. If you've played here or seen past coverage of it, you don't see that happening very often. So, go you guys.
Thanks. And we're back. Hole letter A, first of the lettered holes. Par 3, 300 feet. There is a mandatory that is on the right side of this fairway that you have to go left of. This low ceiling that you have to navigate about halfway through the hole. And somehow, after you've navigated both of those things, you're going to get your disc to skip, hit the ground, and go left at the end. This one is a very unique hole. You don't really see many holes like this ever. I think a lot of players are going to be throwing faster discs for what they usually throw in 300-foot holes, just trying to get that thing to hit the ground and skip.
Yeah, it's more about the shot shape than the distance.
Right. Corey
does that pretty daggone well.
He threw that about as good as you could possibly ask for.
And that's look to go 6 for 6.
Yeah.
I'm throwing in Nuke OS, and I throw it like a little child and go into the woods. And I'm thrilled about that. I'm just fired up.
You can tell by the look on your face there. Cole, I think this is an avalanche, if I had to take a guess.
Ooh,
he's also trying to throw that flex shot.
Downhill for that one.
Just not quite low enough.
Yep.
This one really forces you to throw it low. I actually am just electing to lay up.
I like this idea. I mean, because you see my shot, I'm going to have to figure out something from the woods. You're wide open, and you have a long bid at it.
Yeah, I think I'll always have a really long putt at the worst, and I know I'm not going to bogey. Throughout practice, I never really nailed this hole down, and I was in the woods a lot of times looking at a bogey. So Just didn't want to take a dumb bogey. Cole looking at probably a little low sailing snot rocket here. Yep.
With the green snot looking putter. I remember him saying that, wow, that putter's super straight. And it did not want to fade back into the basket at all. You're looking to give it a good bit from here. You have a good little spinner. I love your long distance spinner.
Thanks.
You spun it right up there for par.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess I just decided I didn't want to make that one, so.
Well, I will say, the way you throw it, it's very, you're not going to go too far past if you miss.
Yeah, I try and be intentional about the pace. Ez is looking at maybe a long putt here.
I couldn't see the basket. I just had to aim to get out.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, so I'll be taking a par, hopefully.
Oh, and here's the cinematics.
See. Oh. Would have been more cinematic if that went in.
It would have.
But, I mean, hey, 5 through 6 ain't bad. Woo.
Cole gets that one
to drop
just low enough.
Yeah, just a bunch of pars tapping out here. This one is, you don't see a ton of birdies on this one. And you'll see no birdies on this one from this featured card, round 1. Moving on to hole B, par 4, 666 feet. Averaging the 20th easiest, and you will see why. You mainly want to throw pretty much as far as you can out in the open field, and then we have a shorter pin this year on a raised basket just right here. So basically you throw straight, then you throw like a 250, 300 foot approach to the right, and if you can nail those,
you're looking at a birdie.
You're looking at a birdie, and it's pretty easy. There's nothing really in your way. So mainly just rip it off the tee.
Cart path. That's about the only thing.
Yeah, OB cart path on the right. Corey's getting this. Yep, that too. If you go really far to the right, there's probably one. But Corey flipped that up really nice. He's going to be looking pretty much straight down the gut, I believe.
Yeah, he's going to have a short approach for his birdie. Ezra throwing Big Z nuke.
Big Z
and
nuke.
I mean, throws it perfect. I have nothing. Can't really ask for much more than that. I mean, maybe a little bit more right. But
a little bit more right.
At that point, it's just kind of being picky.
Yeah. Cole's going something stable.
I think he said it's an ESP Force.
Wow, that's very stable.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's getting closer to the cart path as well, but he's still fine. He'll have a straight shot to the basket.
Yeah, any shot that you get out there going straight that isn't OB, you're going to be looking at an approach for birdie. And I threw it, and I let it leak a little more left than I wanted. But we're safe.
Might need to get a plumber to check that one out.
Because it leaked. You're funny. But now I'm close to the shade, so I'm just getting ready for that MP40 golf one day.
Hey.
I have about 300 feet here. Throw my trusty K1 Recco, and...
Man, you throw that almost as good as you throw the bird.
Almost. There we go. See, I knew I was close to the bench. That's kind of where I wanted to be.
Yeah. I'm throwing my Kratos, just flipping that down the gut, and hitting that tree and nestling right there for a birdie.
Yeah, and you remember what you said to me after you threw that shot?
I said, man, that's like 40 short.
Yeah, look at that face.
Yeah,
face
my depth
thinks
perception
40
is
short.
Way off. Talk about 40 short. That's about 40 short. And that's the only thing you can't do is leave yourself a long putt because you kind of feel kind of dumb, but it's still very makeable.
Yeah, but this is one of those greens where right around the basket is the sand.
Yeah, Corey's going to have a putt to go 6 through 7.
I'm going to pretend that wasn't a dumb joke.
It wasn't.
Cole just a little bit high.
He's legit about to go through. He is now 6 through 7. Right?
That's correct.
Is he actually?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, you and I are going to tap in our birdies.
Yeah.
And Corey's just off to a hot start.
Really good start.
I feel like you and I aren't playing that bad either, but it feels worse when you're watching Corey just birdie every single hole.
You're already losing 2 strokes, and you're 4 down through whatever. Hole letter C, par 3, 247 feet. On this one, you have a double mando and an island circle. So if you make the Mando but miss the circle, you advance to drop zone. If you miss the Mando but make the circle, you go to drop zone. If you miss the Mando and miss the circle, you go to drop zone.
That's exactly correct. This circle is a little smaller than the actual circle, I think. And this is, I remember this being the first time where there was really any kind of breeze that made me think about it. So we're facing a little bit of headwind.
I don't know. Is that a zone?
I think, yes, I think that is a zone.
Yeah, a little turn out of the hand, get it to flatten back out. That's exactly what I'm looking to do.
Yeah, trying to throw something flat just to navigate through the wind well.
Yep, flat, hyzer, straight, short, miss the Mando, don't make the circle. That's the drop zone.
Yeah, so that's the third of the options, not making the Mando or the circle. You still head to the drop zone.
I just want y'all to know this hole is not hard at all.
Well, hey, you proved that to be false, apparently.
Well, I'm just saying that's how bad it was.
I barely snuck my my K1 Reco just right of that left mandatory tree, but just good enough. Cole throwing
A steady BL, I think, right?
Oh yeah, I think so.
We were calling for that to go in. The wind was like a headwind right to left.
Yeah, right then it was. So I kind of thought it was going to lift into the basket.
I did too. All right, we're going to try to make this putt from the drop zone to not look like a complete failure.
You suck.
Okay.
Oh wow.
Jeez.
That might be a courtesy violation.
I would have called it. Yep. This one's a good one to get because, you know, a lot of people are going to get it. And when you bogey it, you feel not good because a lot of people don't bogey it. You know?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
That is true.
And losing 2 strokes to everybody on the card. It's not great. Cole getting to under par. Congrats, Cole.
Yeah.
Awesome. Good bogey. Yeah. Done.
And we are back to the numbered holes on the course. Hole number 6, 270 feet, par 3. This one is tricky. This little right fairway that you kind of see, that just really isn't a plausible option. You're going to see a lot of players fly left of where the drone is flying right now. You're going to go over that bent tree, and then you just cross your fingers and hope you don't hit one of the late trees. Yeah, this one is try and throw it right off the tee, and then just hope you don't whack one late down the fairway.
Yeah.
Corey
Luck
going
fest.
with a zone. I think he's trying to go a little bit lower.
I like the low gap because, I mean, you're not going to hit any branches because they don't grow that low to the ground on majority of the trees.
That's true. I'm throwing that same K1 Reco.
You like hitting branches because you're throwing it high.
Yeah. But no branches there, just a solid tree.
And that's super helpful to keep it like in the middle too.
By hitting
a
the tree.
lot of times you hit the tree, and it ricochets to the right, to the left, where you have no putt.
Right. If you throw it low, it kind of mitigates the left to right.
That's awesome. Yeah.
Well, that was also ideal.
I know. That's why I said it was awesome.
Oh, right. Okay.
I'm going Buzz SS. Buzz S, yes. Buzz S, nope, not today. See, that's what I'm talking about. You get a kick way off to the left. You ain't gonna have a putt from over there.
Nope, not today.
Corey, see, look how tight this is to get up and down for Corey.
Yeah, this is honestly probably one of the harder holes on the course.
I would say,
even with it being one of the shorter ones.
Yeah.
But even after hitting a tree, I still have a decent look at birdie. I kind of have that little crooked tree right there in my way.
Hey,
but
your shirt though is out of this world.
Thank you.
Bang. Matches your putt.
Yep. I kind of just had to steer it in there to the left with my little body English. But yeah, this one was good. Kind of just got it right through that little crevice in the tree.
Bang. Yeah.
Yeah, that one felt good to knock down.
All right, I got a branch, and I got a stick,
some leaves, maybe.
And I got a couple of leaves. So I have to go under, over, under, tickle.
Skip.
No, sir.
Yeah.
No birdie. Cole's looking in to tap in a birdie, and that is 2 in a row for him. That's great. That's great. Oh, boy. That's good. You feel really good birdie in that hole.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's good. That's good. Hey, you know what's worse than one bogey?
2 of them.
Try dos.
In a row.
Bogos.
Not sure if that's what bogey is in Spanish, but
Bogos.
But they get the gist.
Buy one,
I don't. It kind of seemed
free.
Like right when you putted that, you just knew you were gonna miss it.
I'm gonna be honest. I thought I was close to that tree back there, and instead of waiting and checking if it was in my stands, I thought my butt was gonna hit it, and so I just kind of went for it.
Really?
Yeah, it didn't hit it, and I just threw it low. Hole 7. This hole is a really good, not good hole. No, I'm sorry. Hole 7, par 3, 253 feet. You're gonna take a Annie flex out. There's a lot of skinny trees. That's the only reason why I don't like it. I love the shot shape, but there's just too many little trees. Take out a couple trees, bread and butter.
Yeah, this is another one where you just try and throw the right looking shot off the tee, and then you kind of hope that you miss the trees late down the fairway. And I throw it a little too wide, but the shot shape was pretty good, and that over there is not good. You do not want to be short left because it's gonna make for a tricky approach into the green. Cole kind of doing the opposite.
Yeah, he went super high, and fighting through, but did not fight through. Trying to. Corey's going. I think, is that a zone again? I love the angle on this. Just caught that tree pushing a little too far. It's so hard to get the line just right because there's, like I said, so many trees. Yeah, I'm going Quake Annie.
And I thought I know you threw it easily the best of all of us.
But look, if you looked at that line, it was
way too far
close.
way too far wide. Yeah.
But I cut it pretty close to the trees there, I thought. So, I don't know, just kind of, you play Plinko down there. I've seen some park jobs. I've seen, so it's possible, but maybe I'm just not good enough to figure it out.
Yeah, probably. This shot here was actually pretty tricky. There's a lot of late trees to navigate, but with the Berg X, it just tends to find its way close to the basket.
You're always giving it a run and keeping it really close too. That's
yeah,
awesome.
that is the cool thing about it.
I have a long corridor to get a look at it, and I just didn't commit to it always the whole time. Now I'm in the Jurassic Park bushes. Probably gonna get attacked by a dinosaur or something.
Cole looking at a long ball.
Ooh. Yeah, just kind of squared up the skinny tree by the basket. There's a couple of them down there, very easy to do. Corey, that snuck in. I did not think that was staying.
Yeah, I thought that one was going to kind of do the little ring around the rosy at the back.
But I was on the card, so I knew it was going to stay.
Right.
So, we don't need to talk about that.
Well, no. I was standing there, and
fun fact,
I felt like I was in the way.
I hit that bush coming up, and I was like...
Oh, you thought you were going to miss again?
Yeah,
3 bogeys in a row.
You know what's worse than 2 bogeys in a row?
It's 3.
Trace bogeys.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's good. I mean, pars, everybody par. That's what you're going to see on this one a lot of the time. Yeah. But back to the Open on the next hole.
Hole number 8, par 4, 580 feet. Shorter par 4, but still has a little bit of challenge. You want to throw something that ideally ends you up somewhere right around where the drone is flying over. but not something too quick that's going to skip out to the left over that cart path that is out of bounds. And then the second shot is you're usually going to have to be a little bit creative in how you access this green, but usually it'll be decently short, so you'll be able to manage something. I'm throwing my K1 hard loots here, just trying to avoid getting it out to the left, and instead I throw it over there to the right.
You hit the branch. I forgot about that.
Yeah. I think it was going to be good regardless.
I think so. You might have been a little bit more tighter to the wood line.
Yeah.
But
I think I was going to fade off of it, but I hit it, so it doesn't matter. Cole throwing, I think that same force, but he really commits to the width here and just throws it perfect.
Yeah, anywhere up in there is where you're trying to land. Even Braeden shot's not out of play.
Yeah, this one really doesn't require a lot of distance off the tee. Just being in a spot where you can throw a second shot to try and get birdie.
And Corey's been throwing the hyzer flip-ups perfectly today, so I'm not surprised to see him in the perfect landing zone.
I would like to know what disc that was, because I think that was a little slower of a disc.
It almost looked like an Athena, like one of the flat, stable Athenas. But
okay. And that's your force?
That's my force, yeah.
Nice. You throw that perfect. You're going to be looking like right at the basket.
I sure hope so. I actually didn't get a chance to play this position during my practice round. You tickled that first branch. We thought it was going to be a dead duck in the water, but it can fights on through.
Yeah, I'm looking at probably circle's edge or maybe just a little bit longer.
I think it was further. I think it was about 40.
40 something?
40, yeah.
Yeah, you see most of these, most players are going to opt to go like over that. I'm not entirely sure what that bush is, maybe like a palm bush or something.
Last time we talked about it, it was a banana bush. If you remember last year's practice round, was it?
Wait,
I'm not going to believe.
I'm not going to believe what you're.
Go ahead, look it up.
I don't remember what I was saying. Oh, most players are going to be going over this.
You don't want to go in it. If you go in it,
you're familiar with that.
It ain't good. You're going to get cut up and probably not find any bananas.
That's right.
You got about 45 foot. I'll give it 45. Oh, toilet bowl.
Yeah, I tried to do what Corey did on the last hole, but I didn't sneak it in there quite as good.
About circle's edge, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little awkward stance, but able to catch that right side pocket falling in there, which is good because I'm on a bogey par streak. So that'll stop the bleeding just a little bit. Goal able to tap in his birdie. He's getting his game back on.
Yeah, and he's down to 3 under par. He kind of seemed like, he did have a little bit of a rough start, but he was able to.
When you miss the man on hole 2, that's a wake up call.
Yeah, but he did a good job of turning it around.
Yes, sir.
And I feel dumb for missing a simple par 4.
That happens.
This is the last hole of our front 12 here. Hole number 9, tournament hole number 12. Par 3, 367 feet. You have this water carry for about 90% of the hole. And then these late trees to navigate. And a low ceiling right off the tee. I think most players are probably going to throw between mid-range to fairway driver.
Yeah.
You just want to throw this one straight at the basket and get a birdie and move on.
Yeah. But the water and the limbs and the sand ain't even the scariest part about this hole. Scariest part is about them 8-foot turtles from the medieval era sitting in that lake. They are freaky. They're so scary. You know what I'm talking about?
I just think that they're cute little turtles. But
they are massive, bloodthirsty dino krakens.
I'm not sure if that's accurate, but Cole and Corey throwing 2 good shots off the tee.
I'm throwing a disc that I did not get to do what I wanted it to do. I'm throwing a buzz. And I get through, but way left.
Yeah, did you practice the mid-range at all in practice?
No, sir.
Yeah, I kind of figured because you asked me, hey, you think I could get a mid-range in practice?
Yeah. That is so good.
Yep.
Yeah, if you can hit that hill with the speed, that takes the speed off and skips it right up to the basket.
Yep, that is ideal.
Crazy looking bird. Watch out, bird. There's turtles. See?
Turtle
bloodthirsty.
Might try to get him.
Turtle krakens in there.
What are you looking at here? 50
looking
footer?
At the basket, about 50 feet. Yep. Bang. Yeah.
Yes, give us a run back. Okay, I was hoping we would see that. I want to see your reaction because it looks like you just. Yep.
What are you talking about? Dude, I was like, that's in.
No,
I'll pack up my stuff.
That is not what you
What are you talking about?
Oh,
I was
that's
like,
hilarious.
yep, got that pop.
No,
Let's get on.
That's one of those.
Let's
Okay,
get
I
on
know
the
I just
party.
missed it. I'm an idiot.
What are you talking about?
Okay. Good putt regardless.
Thanks.
Ezra getting birdie. Cole getting birdie. Corey looking at about a 20-footer here for birdie.
Bang. Fixing to start a riot. He slaughtered the front 12. Braeden looking for a... Man, that's a good star frame to end the 12. Corey shooting a stunning 9 down.
Yeah,
Me fighting up to 4. Braden's at 6. Cole fighting his way back up to 4 as well. Me and Cole started out not great. But that completes our first front 12 feature card round 1 here at 2025 Jacksonville Open.
Yeah, and let's take a quick look at the leaderboard through these front 12 holes. We got Noah Mindsmud leader in the clubhouse at 12 under. Jonathan Borzik right behind him at 11. A couple guys at 10. And yeah, looks like everybody is getting a lot of birdies out there, and we are going to need to get some more birdies on the back 12 holes.
If you guys want to support Ace Run Pro and Ezra and Braeden, go follow us on Instagram. Go like and subscribe to all of our stuff. Ace Run Pro's YouTube channel, Instagram, Braeden Sides. Me, follow us.
And Ace Run Pro, they are nearing 50,000 subscribers. So make sure, if you are not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. We are trying to get them to 50K before the end of the year as a little Christmas gift to these guys who work so hard for the game of disc golf. So make sure, hit that subscribe button. And
Just tap it in. Just tap it.
All right, we'll see you guys in the back 12 holes. Boom.